Okay, this tree got...
Hurry up and be quiet.
Okay, the scale on this tree, as you can see, compared to the last one, is significantly smaller. And as I said earlier, it would have been primarily, that piece of bark would have been dried in a similar process to how they did the canoes, dried slowly over a flame or hot coal, shaped to whatever, to the required shape, and it would have been used to carry infants or cooking and digging and fire making utensils that were probably just a bundle of little implements, just somewhere handy to throw them and then just away we go. And we saw the difference between a canoe and a Coolamon scar. There are probably scars between those two sizes that could have been shield trees, we call them, and they are probably twice the height of that they would have used bark shields in times of fights or battles or whatever. So do we have any questions regarding
Why would you make a bark shield? Why would you make a bark shield? Why?
If someone's throwing bundies, i.e. sticks or rocks or whatever at you, a piece of bark a half an inch or more thick.
What about a spear?
A spear, that's why when they dried them over a heat, the resin inside that's living bark.
Yeah. The
resin inside that sets, and if you'd have been listening back at the last tree, it would have been an early form of fiberglass. So if all you had to, if your weapons were only spears, a semi-fiberglass piece of bark would almost make you bulletproof. Okay? They may not have been much use if someone had a 4x2 size club and it's going to whack you. But someone throwing a spear or a rock or whatever from a distance, I think it would have been reasonably effective.
That's it.
Okay? Come get it. Have a look, pass them around.
Get a shot of everything you're saying, mate.
So if you just look around where you're standing now, as Mr. Selwood did, you will find...
Yeah. You can take it.
This is a brilliant example of a stone artefact. Okay, and what I spoke about earlier was impact points, and if we all came in and looked, you could see where this rock has deliberately been hit. Right there, which is what we know as an impact point, which deliberately shears off those side pieces to leave what is a very, very sharp and very precise edge. And when you hold it, you'll find that there are almost like grip points, like we have on our modern day knives, in these rocks. So you know exactly how it would have been used. Leave it around in your hand and you'll find a comfortable position to hold it, using that as the blade.
Yeah.
That's not,
often you just find the waste.
yeah. But see, that I had quite a few of them earlier today.
Oh yeah.
And even though some of them would have been a sharp edge.
Is that it?
Yeah. So.
A burial site, found quite by accident some 15, 20 years ago, I think. There were going to be some developments out here, and the body was carbon dated to be that of a young woman. Why a young woman would have been buried here, I really don't know. Certainly lends to it, she may have been from, she would have been a significant member of the local community. It was carbon dated to be about 300 years ago when they discovered the skeleton. And rather than build a memorial to this site, the Bogabilla Termini people decided just to have that very, very simple sign and leave the site as natural as possible. With the exception of the extra mound of gravel, the site has been untouched since it was discovered.